mind. You know I don't like when we talk the line. Baby, you can tell me no. I think you should know just how far I go. I don't wanna pretend that I just wanna be friends. I'm tired of trying to be cool about it. If only I could be real about how you're making me feel. I wonder what you would do about it. I know this is dangerous, but I would risk it all because maybe you feel it too. Girl, tell me you do, so we don't gotta be cool about it. Maybe I should be honest. I've been on you for a while. Nah, nah, nah. I don't wanna complicate it or fake it, yeah. 'Cause you and I got our own style. 'Cause I might just lose my mind. You know I don't like when we talk the line. I don't wanna pretend that I just wanna be friends. I'm tired of trying to be cool about it. If only I could be real about how you're making me feel. I wonder what you would do about it. I know this is dangerous, but I would risk it all because maybe you feel it too. Girl, tell me you do, so we don't gotta be cool about it. Cool about it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We would like to begin our festivities for the night. We want to celebrate a very special evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to introduce the parents of both the bride and groom. So let's give it up for Paul and Deb. Introducing Ted and Yvonne. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our wedding party this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Gorski. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our bride and groom. Let's hear it for Mr. and Mrs. Gorski. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's give an applause for Chris and Sarah as they make their way to their seat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would love to introduce to you Ben, your master of ceremonies for this evening.
Make some noise for DJ Dynamics one time. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. Welcome back to part 2 of what has already been an amazing day so far. Let's do a quick vibe check. How's everybody feeling? Everybody good? I love it. So my name is Ben. For those of you who don't know me, I grew up with Chris right here in London, Ontario. I am so excited to be emceeing the wedding of my childhood bully. It's gonna be really fun. And trust me, we are gonna have an amazing night. But before we do anything, we gotta take a moment to show some love to this bride who looks absolutely beautiful tonight. Can we all just give her the biggest and the loudest cheese one time? Let's hear it. Okay, so Toronto is definitely in the building tonight. All right, so let's do a little housekeeping. Washrooms are located at the back of the building by the main entrance. Designated smoking area is located at the front of the building in the parking lot. Other than that, guys, grab your drinks, sit back, relax, because we are gonna have the best night ever. Trust me. We're gonna kick things off with our first speech of the evening. Please join me in welcoming the parents of the bride, Mr. and Mrs. Paul and Deb Costello.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Paul Costello. This is my beautiful wife, Deb, and really, I want to keep this pretty short, so we can get the food and drinks, that kind of stuff. But on behalf of Deb and myself, we just want to thank everybody for being part of this and making this such a special occasion. It's just beyond what we could have really thought of when Sarah planned it all. But I'd also like to welcome all the relatives, all the friends from both sides of the family, because a lot of you have traveled a long way today to get here. Well, maybe not today, but you traveled a long way to get here. And just wanted to let you know that we really appreciate this, and we just hope you have a great, great time tonight. So thank you.
Hello, okay. At this point in time, I would like to formally welcome Chris to our family. Over the past few years, we've had the opportunity to get to know Chris, and of course, he's stolen a piece of our heart. For my husband, Chris has started a bit of a tradition. So on special occasions like Father's Day, he brings over to Paul what I call like a bucket of beers. So it's this great bucket and has, of course, Polish beer in it and an assortment of other things. So now this is an ongoing tradition.
Don't let it stop.
Okay.
For myself, I have always really just cherished the conversations that Chris and I have. He's very brilliant, and they're just engaging, and they're always so enjoyable. So for me, that's kind of the connection I have with him. Chris is a kind and generous and respectful person, so job well done to Ted and Yvonne. Now to my darling Sarah. It has been an honor and a privilege to walk alongside you on your journey. Our years together have been, pure joy. and we have witnessed you grow into an intelligent, beautiful, and very capable young woman. As you begin your journey with Chris, our wish is that all of your dreams come true, because for your dad and I, you are our dream come true. We are just very excited and so happy. I have a son-in-law. Very excited. Please, everyone, enjoy the evening. I'll be watching you, so I want you to have fun. Thank you.
Make some noise for Paul and Deb one time. Thank you so much for sharing those beautiful words with us, guys. Next up, we are going to be hearing from the parents of the groom. And they're going to share with us a little bit about the Polish bread and salt tradition. So please join me in welcoming Ted and Yvonne Gorski.
On behalf of Yvonne and myself, we want to thank you for joining us here today as we celebrate the marriage of Chris and Sarah. When we look around this room, we realize how blessed we are to have all of you in our lives. We appreciate that many of you have traveled from England, Scotland, British Columbia, the US, and across Ontario to celebrate this day with us.
October 26th, 1990 was the day we fell in love with our beautiful baby boy, Christopher. As parents preparing to write a wedding speech, we found ourselves doing a lot of reflecting, trying to put into words what was most important to Chris as he was growing up. The first thing we thought of was Chris's love for food. He loved to eat. Chris would sit contently in his stroller as I walked around the mall. As long as he had food, it was great. Perhaps that is why he still enjoys great food today.
And all of you who know us and know Yvonne, you know that she personally tried to help the Canadian government stimulate the economy with her mall walks.
As Chris continued growing older, we discovered his second love. Can anyone guess what that might be? Well, it was money. He always enjoyed learning about money. He always collected currency from other countries that we traveled to. He was always inquisitive, asking about banks and finances. In fact, I can remember a time when he needed braces. According to him, his teeth were perfect. So I bribed him. I offered Chris one of my paychecks if he agreed to get braces. That was all it took. Off we went to the orthodontist. Needless to say, I did not give him my paycheck, which he still reminds me of from time to time that I owe him with interest.
Apart from food and money, Chris discovered another true love, Sarah. Here we go. Watching the two of them master the polka in Frankenmuth and Roncesvalles sing together at our piano, competitively smash Easter eggs at our family get-togethers in Easter, sing Stolat at family celebrations, and break bread at Christmas proved to us quickly that family and traditions are important to both of them. Along with these events, we also noted that Sarah's efforts at making Christopher happy by learning, as Bishop Joseph said earlier today, how to make pickle soup or cucumber soup, quickly convinced us that Sarah was the one. In closing, Sarah and Chris share passions for friendships, health, sports, dogs, and adventure. They hold a deep love for family, culture, faith, and tradition.
We would like to end our greetings by sharing a traditional Polish custom. We would like to invite Sarah's parents, Deb and Paul, to join us. In Poland, parents of the groom present bread, salt, wine, and a silver coin to the newlyweds. The bread signifies the hope that you will never experience hunger in your lives. The salt signifies that in your life, you'll experience hardships, and it's a reminder that you need to work together to overcome them. The wine signifies the sweetness and adventures married life will bring you. And the silver coin signifies the hope that your lives will experience an abundance of what you need. It's there. And then I'll do stall up. Yeah. Yep. As we toast the bride and groom with the Polish song 100 lat. Ted will start that.
Are we singing first? Drink it and throw the glass back. There you go. There you go. And throw the glass away. Wonderful life. So from all our Polish friends here, whoever's here, I need some help singing 100 lat. May you live 100 years. 100 lat, 100 lat, niech żyje nam. 100 lat, 100 lat, niech żyje nam. Jeszcze raz, niech żyje nam. Niech żyje nam. 100 years of health. Thank you, Jim.
Let's hear it for them one more time, guys. Okay, so it is now my pleasure to introduce Bishop Joe to come up and lead us in saying grace.
Good evening. I would like to invite you to stand, please. And if you feel comfortable, I invite you to just extend your hand over Chris and Sarah. God, our Father, you are the giver of all good gifts. We praise you and thank you in a special way. We thank you for the gift of love that you have placed in the hearts of Sarah and Chris, and for allowing us to share in that love. We feel privileged that we have been invited to be with them and to celebrate. We ask you that you bless them all the day of their married life. May they never lack food or anything to nourish their family and love. We ask you now to bless our time together. May it be time of good food, fellowship, and friends. Now we ask you to bless the food about to share from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Bon appetit. Smacznego.
Hi guys. I hope everyone is having an amazing evening. I know I am. So my name is Andrew Digby, and for those, I think I know about 90% of you here, but for those who don't know me, I am Chris's oldest and obviously best friend. So Chris and I met as awkward 5-year-olds in kindergarten class. I like to think that Chris and I became friends because we had a lot in common. The only problem is I think one of the things we had in common was that we both were blessed with having speech impediments as young children. So Chris used to talk like this, and I used to talk like this. So it was, we were just a couple of special kids trying to figure it out. So as we grew up and attended the same high school and the same university, explored trips to Panama City, Montreal, Mexico, and even memorable extreme outdoor trips to Northern Ontario for portaging, it was pretty clear that Chris and I were best buds. In some ways, I feel like 10 Yvonne. Where's 10 Yvonne? In some ways, I feel like you guys were my second set of parents growing up, as I found myself spending many days and nights at their house, swimming in their pool, sleeping in their basement, and rummaging around in their amazing pantry looking for snacks. If you know, then you guys know. So even as Chris and I physically found ourselves distant from each other, with myself living in New York and Chris living in Toronto, the familiar feeling of jumping on our PlayStation to play video games or finding the random time to FaceTime always made me feel like we had never lost a beat in our friendship. I think our story comes full circle when a year ago, Chris actually recommended me for a job at Visa, and not only are we best friends, but we are now coworkers. So for those of you who know Chris well, you know that Chris is not shy when it comes to expressing love, especially for himself. And you know, I never thought I would meet someone who loves Chris more than Chris until I met Sarah. So Chris, it's clear to me that you're a better person when you're with Sarah. You make better decisions, you care more, and you love harder. I absolutely love being in the presence of both of you guys, as I love seeing you feed off each other's energy and strive to be the best versions of yourself possible. Chris, I've always looked at you as a brother, someone who I could share every secret with, share every emotion with, celebrate every good moment in my life, and feel supported in the bad ones. I always felt like your successes were mine, and mine were yours. I've felt like this for a long time, and I'm thankful that you found your better half in Sarah. I'm thankful that I've gained a sister that I've never had, now that Sarah's in my life forever as well. With that being said, let's raise a glass and toast to the newlywed Mr. and Mrs. Gorski.
Good job, buddy. There you go.
In spite of the fact that I convinced Sarah to eat dirt when we were 6 years old, I am still standing up here today as her maid of honor. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tara, and I was lucky enough to meet Sarah on the first day of kindergarten and have held the title as Sarah's best friend for the past 25 years. And this is a heads up to Chris that I intend to keep that title for the next 25 and beyond. It's really hard for me to put into words just how much Sarah means to me. Growing up with Sarah, we were the definition of thing one and thing two. When one of us decided to do something, the other quickly followed. So if Sarah was trying out for Southwest London Soccer, I was trying out for Southwest London Soccer. And if I was going to play the violin, sure enough, Sarah was going to play the violin too. It made trying new things not so scary because I knew Sarah was going to be there and I knew that we would at least have a lot of fun. As you can imagine, the words package deal was thrown around quite a bit when referring to Sarah and I. She is the sister I never had, and I'm so lucky to have watched Sarah go through every big milestone in life. From elementary school to high school to university, getting our first big girl jobs and everything in between, we've celebrated it all together. Some of my favorite memories with Sarah include creating choreographed masterpieces in her basement to Hilary Duff and S Club 7. Alex had to sit and watch us. We perfected the best homemade poutine, which we did way more often than you would think. I have vivid memories of breaking into my parents' house after we stayed out way too late. I remember getting down on my hands and knees so I could boost Sarah as a step stool into our garage window, which I later tried to shove her through the window, and it didn't work out so well. Sorry, Mom and Dad, that you're here tonight. Becoming friends with Sarah is one of the best decisions I've ever made. She is the type of person who would go to the ends of the earth to make her friends happy, is loving, compassionate, and organized.
She's laughing.
There's many different sides to Sarah, but my favorite side is seeing her happy, and I've been so lucky to see Sarah happy quite a bit throughout her life. I've seen happy Sarah when she finds the best new cocktail and can't wait to organize a gathering with friends and family so they can enjoy too. She loves any excuse to bring together her friends, and it brings her so much joy. I've seen happy Sarah when the Raptors finally clinched the World Championship title. We were all downtown with a bunch of friends at a restaurant to watch the game, and Sarah was well into the cocktails. When the game finally finished, cheering started to ensue, but in the corner of the restaurant, all you can hear is Sarah absolutely screaming, "Spicy beef!" in support of her boy, Pascal Siakam. More recently, I've seen happy Sarah dancing on tables in Mexico with a bottle of Moet in hand. But I've never seen a happier Sarah than when she's with Chris. Chris, you never fail to bring out all the best qualities in Sarah, and you complement her perfectly. You are so easygoing, funny, and dependable. I'll never forget the day you told me you were going to propose to Sarah. It was a Sunday in early September, and I was in the middle of working from home when I got a call from you. And in true Chris fashion, one of the first things you asked me was if I could be cool. Side note, I could not. But I wasn't about to let you know that. You proceeded to tell me you were wanting to propose to Sarah on our upcoming trip to Niagara-on-the-Lake. I then said I needed a minute. I put down the phone, proceeded to ugly cry, and then came back to the phone and did my best to fake being cool. Seeing how much effort you put into planning the date for Sarah, making sure every detail was just right, you perfectly met the expectations of Sarah's A-type personality, and I know you'll always get it right and will take care of her. I want to thank you, Chris, for making my best friend so happy. And I'm so happy to be here celebrating with all of the people who mean so much to Sarah and Chris. Let's raise a glass to the Gorskis. I hope your life together is filled with lots of love and laughter. I love you guys.
Spicy!
We are now here at our final speech of the evening. We need this room to go absolutely crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to call up to the podium our newlyweds, Sarah and Chris Gorski.
All right, before we get into anything, let's give it up to my beautiful wife. She is so beautiful. Is she even real?
Thank you very much. Maybe it woke up like this, or it may have taken a whole team of professionals. I do want to point out that you look ravishing tonight. I heard they're looking for a new James Bond.
Shaken, not stirred, baby. Okay, well, let's get this started off by saying thank you to everyone who made this beautiful day come true.
Mom and Dad, thank you for helping make this day everything Chris and I hoped for. But most of all, thank you for always believing in me, supporting me in everything that I do. You taught me how to be a team player, what hard work is, and most of all, you have given me all the tools I needed to make my dreams come true. I would not be the woman I am today without your unconditional love, so thank you. To Ted and Yvonne, thank you for raising such an amazing, supportive, and thoughtful son. I am so grateful that I now get to call him my husband.
Nice. Ted and Yvonne, aka Mom and Dad. Thank you for being so positive, easygoing, supportive, and making this day happen. I definitely hit the jackpot on the parents' lottery by being raised by you two, and I love you both very much. As a small thank you, we promise there will be polkas played later tonight, so you'll be able to dance to those. Paul and Deb, thanks for always welcoming me into your home, raising a beautiful daughter, and continuing to support us through all of life's journeys.
Thank you to His Excellency Bishop Joe and also Father Peter, who is unable to join us tonight, for helping us prepare for this very special day, and for presiding over the beautiful Mass that we all got to celebrate together earlier. Thank you to my maid of honor, Tara, for being there for me for every single milestone since kindergarten. I could absolutely not picture today without having you by my side. We truly are, and always will be, a package deal. To my beautiful bridesmaids, Alex, my new sister, Danielle, Kelsey, Nicole, and Danielle. Each one of you has played a very important role in my life, but not just my life, also mine and Chris's relationship, which is what this is all about. You are all very incredible women, and I am so incredibly lucky to share this day with you today.
And thank you to my best man, Drew. Even though we don't even live in the same country, we make it happen, and your effort is greatly appreciated. Also, showing me how this was all done last month was really helpful, making this go pretty smooth, so thank you. And my groomsmen, Jason, Steve, Ols, Darren, and Alex. We've lived together, we grew up together, we've drank together, and we've always had fun together. So I appreciate all of you having my back always.
A special thank you to all of our partners. I'd like to make an extra special shout out to Cassia, our amazing planner. And her team who brought our vision to life. Also to Peter, Mary, and the team here at the Greek Hall. As a side note, some of you may be wondering why we're having a Polish wedding at the Greek Hall. Well, it all goes back to September 2015 and the day we met. Thanks to Stephen Krakow and his big fat Greek family, we are here today. They played matchmakers that night, and we are forever grateful for that. Nova, our photographer, Diogo, our videographer, for being here to capture all these incredible moments and continuing to help us flex on the gram. And to all the musically talented individuals, along with our MC Ben, who have made this day even more beautiful for us than we could have possibly imagined.
And finally, a big thank you to all of you, our friends and family who traveled far and wide to be here. And for those who can't be here in person today, and those who are here in memory and in our hearts, we love you and we know you're always near. I've been teased about what we call a Gorski moment, which is when I pause during whatever we're doing, whether it's like golfing with the guys, on a beach with Sarah, just out together having an awesome time as usual. And I always say, like, we should just stop what we're doing and soak in this moment and really just take a second to be grateful for what we're able to be doing at that time and just download this memory. So I know we may not remember all the details of what has been said tonight, even though everything has been beautifully said. We will always remember how we felt throughout this whole night when we look back. So really, Sarah and I, we invite us all to just take a breath, download this Gorski moment, and appreciate being with each other, together, drinking, dancing, and laughing. Love is in the air, and we all know I love love. So cheers to you all. Stola, na zdrowie, and we love you all.
Choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the one that is mine. But more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you get to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too. Yeah, this is my wish. I hope you never look back, but you never forget all the ones who love you in the place you live. I hope you always forgive and you never regret and you help someone.
Friends, if we have any sons with mothers here tonight, join Chris and Yvonne on the dance floor. Come on down. Sons and moms.
Yeah,
very special.
Mama, you taught me to do the right things. So now you have to let your baby fly. You've given me everything that I will need to make it through this crazy thing called life. And I know you watched me grow up and only you want what's best for me. And I think I found the answer to your prayers. And he is good, so good. He treats your little girl like a real man should. He is good, so good. He makes promises he keeps. No, he's never gonna leave. So don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about me. Mama, there's no way you'll ever lose me. Giving me away is not goodbye. As you watch me walk down to my seashore, I hope tears of joy in your eyes. 'Cause he is good, so good. And he treats your little girl like a real man should. He is good, so good. He makes promises he keeps. No, he's never gonna leave.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Sarah and Mom. What a lovely surprise. So love me, ever you want to do, it's alright by me. You make me feel so ready. Since we've been together, loving you forever is all I need. You never do that to me. Would you, baby? just can't say. Would you be? I want to ask everybody to join us here on the dance floor. Come on, everybody. Never be. Come on, let's sing together, everybody. Let's sing together. Building new weather. Say